here. So I get asked about plotting a lot, and I wanted to talk about that today. A lot of people want to know, how do I know what happens next? How do I keep from getting stuck? That sort of thing. So there are several outlines I really like to use just so that I get a rough idea of the bare bones of my story. One of these outlines is called the hero's journey. I learned about it at a very expensive writers conference, and I'm about to tell you about it for free because I'm awesome. So here's the basic structure of the hero's journey outline. Act 1, the ordinary world. This is a part at the very beginning where you establish what the regular world is like for your character. I'm going to use a few different examples, but for the first part, I'll use Star Wars for an example. In the beginning, Luke Skywalker is sort of this bored, slightly rebellious farm boy who would rather pick up power converters at the Tachi station than help his uncle. God, I'm such a nerd. Number 2 is call to adventure. What's that? Do you hear the call of adventure? The calling, the quest, the challenge, whatever it is, it's made known to the character. In Star Wars, Luke meets Obi-Wan Kenobi and learns that Princess Leia is in trouble. Step number 3, refusal of the call. So the hero kind of gets spooked about the idea of changing their world so drastically. A lot of the time, some kind of catalyst is needed to give the hero that shove out the door. Something that does not allow the hero to return to his normal life. So for example, Luke's uncle and aunt are killed by stormtroopers, pushing him into what he didn't want to do before. Number 4 is the mentor. Many times this character has already been introduced. You've got Obi-Wan Kenobi, you've got Gandalf, you've got Glinda the Good Witch from The Wizard of Oz. The mentor is often the one that gives this hero the shove out the door. It may be in the form of ruby slippers or a lightsaber or the One Ring to rule them all. Number 5, crossing the first threshold. This is when the hero commits and the story takes off. The balloon goes up, the rocket's launched, Dorothy takes off on the yellow brick road. In Luke and Obi-Wan's case, they visit a local cantina, which is a hive of scum and villainy, in order to catch a ride. Number 6, tests, allies, and enemies. Once across the threshold, the hero starts learning the rules of the world, what they can do, what they can't do, what'll kill you. Luke and Obi-Wan hire Han Solo and Chewbacca, who agree to give them a ride for the right price. Number 7, approach to the Innermost Cave. The hero comes at last to the dangerous place, the object of the quest. Now he crosses a second threshold into true danger. It might be a labyrinth, Mount Doom, the Death Star, or the Wicked Witch's castle. Number 8, the ordeal. In that black moment, the hero hits rock bottom and is sure he's going to die. During the ordeal, we get a sort of Phoenix from the Ashes effect as the hero is almost on the brink of death and comes back, or sometimes the reader is led to believe that the hero is dead. Now this might not be a physical thing, it can be a mental thing, it can be any number of things, as long as you have that Phoenix effect where the character returns and is changed, metaphorically or physically. Number 9, the reward. Having achieved victory, the hero receives the reward. The magical key, the elixir, the holy grail, whatever it is, the hero has to have some kind of prize. Again, it doesn't have to be physical. The hero can find love, or triumph over evil, or come away with the knowledge that they're a better person. Luke rescues the princess and obtains the plans to the Death Star. Number 10, the road back. In Act 3, the characters aren't out of the woods yet. In Star Wars, Darth Vader comes after Luke and Leia. This is a great place for a chase scene. 11 is resurrection. Death and darkness get one final shot. A replay on a smaller scale of the great ordeal. If the hero has been transformed from that ordeal and has come away a better person, they will succeed in beating this second challenge. For example, in Lord of the Rings, the hobbits come back to find that the Shire has been taken over by some unpleasant types of people. Needless to say, they ride in and clean up the place. Number 12, return with the elixir. Again, this doesn't have to be physical. It can be love, respect, freedom, wisdom. But something has to be brought back from this big experience they've had in order for the reader to be satisfied. So, did you get all that? If you're a little unsure, the book is called The Writer's Journey by Christopher Vogler. And it also goes over a lot of other things about plot, and it gets really involved, and it's quite interesting if you're like me and really like to study story structure. Don't forget to tune in for our live chat on Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll be talking about Throne of Glass, which is an awesome read. Thanks for watching, fellow WordNerds, and I'll see you next week.